So hi, my name is Ian. So I am a Java developer. So I really love Java and everything around the Java ecosystem. And on X, I'm a Java guy, and on LinkedIn, I'm Ian Duncan without any U. So without further ado, I'd love us to just like do a very simple project to like get us in started in everything Java. So I won't go into the nitty gritties of I don't know Java, the very basic things like installing the JDK, installing the software to use, that is the IDE, integrated development environment for you to like create your code. But at least I have everything set up. So this video is ideally set for you to like just like have a fundamental understanding of the various things around Java, the data types, how you create a simple class, the various data types that do exist in Java, and how to also like create a project in IntelliJ. So I'll also create a separate video where I talk about the things you need installed for you to like run a Java application successfully in your machine, be it a Windows operating system, be it Linux or a Mac OS. Okay, let's get started. So ideally, what you need, like I said, I already have those installed. The JDK, the IDE I'm using here is IntelliJ. You can also use VS Code if you'd like to. Awesome. So I'll just come over here. I create a new Java project. I'll just call it intro to Java. So you can just like, and then you click enter, and then voila. So there are things I skipped here that I'd want you guys to understand a little bit. So I'll just bring it over here again and then redo the process. So I just need to show you something. Say you want to create a new project. So you just like name of the project there, and then you can choose the build system to either be IntelliJ or Maven. So this is just like a simple thing. So you can just work with IntelliJ. And then here you need to have the JDK. So you can list any. I'm currently using the 24. Josh Long says 24 is three times better than Java 8. So it's best for you to use the latest one. So yeah, that is how you create a simple project. You can also check out if you want to like initialize empty Git repository for you to like commit to GitHub. Okay, so once you do that, you'll get sample files here. So we have the .i idea. This is not very important for now, but what we are very much interested in is this the SRC, or what we call the source folder. So inside the source folder, we have the main, and then inside the main, we have a folder called Java and resources. We don't need the resources for now. Don't worry about them for now. We only need the Java folder. But ideally, if you like create a new project using the IntelliJ as the build system, it won't have all this. So it's because I used Maven to do that. So after that, I need to create a simple Java class. So I'll just call it hello, hello world. So ideally in Java, we work with classes. Okay. Once you do that, so I'll not commit now. So I'll just come over here. Every other Java application, for your Java application to run, it means there needs to be an entry point to that application. And when you run your program, it will definitely look for that entry point for it to run. If the entry point misses, uh, there'll be an error thrown for you. So then how do we do that? So the entry point of a Java application is the main method. So there's a lot of bashing that goes on with the public static void main string args. It's a lengthy thing to like write, but I feel like there's support for using void. But let's just use the PSVM. So the first needs to, so I'll just do PSVM, or you can also do main, and then it brings there, and then you can click, and then it generates it for you. So this is the entry point. Without this, your application won't run. And you can see once I delete it, we don't have like a place to run the application. There's no support for us to run our application. So what I'd need to do is once I have the main method there, you see I have like the option for me to like run the application. So this is the entry point. Now, how we output, Python would do it printf, and then you output whatever thing you want to output, which is very easy without even creating the main method. But for Java, you have to go that route of hassling. So how we output our things is we use the system class, and then we have an out, and then we do the dot println, um println like that, and then we'd say here hello world. Easy peasy. So that's how you do it. That's how you'd output. I think you can also do out dot. Okay, let me not do that now. But nonetheless, that's how you do a simple hello world. And how you run your application, it's easy. There is the run button here, or I'll show you how to use the CLI to run your application as well. And once it's run, you can see, let me just remove this head here and reduce it a little bit. Okay, once it's run, you can see we have the hello world output there, and that is ideally how you'd run a very simple hello world application in Java. So how you do it in the CLI, I just want to let me see how I'll do it. So I'll just come to the terminal here. I can do Java. You say hello world. I hope it will run. Class not found. So I need to cd into src like that. The main like that. So and then after main, I go to Java like that. So after that, I'll do the command again. It's still giving me the error. I'm in Java. So let me see. cd here. No, let me just compile it. So I'll do Java. I'll do, oh, I know the issue. So I'll just say Java hello world, hello world dot Java, and then that runs now. It's giving me hello world. So what I was missing is the .java extension. But if you don't want that, I feel like you could do, you could compile it. Just do hello world. So there's the java c command that's used to compile it, and then are only if I'm missing something. Yeah, so once you do it, there's the compiled version, so it generates a .class file. So this is what is actually run. So I have it there. Now I can just come and do hello world, um, like that, and then I get a hello world there. So there are two ways for you to run a Java application in the terminal. One is you compile it. You can compile it, and how you compile it is you do the Java C hello world.java, and then after that, what you do next is you do Java hello world, and then next the other way you could do it is also you could like concat all these commands and then run all of them at the same time. All as well, you could just do the Java command there, and then you do the name of that, and then you do the extension there, and then you'd run it um, that way. So I want us to comment out this one, and then try the same thing. So I'll delete this compiled version. I'll do this here. I just want you to see what will happen. So I'll just do Java. I just want to run it in the CLI, and then I do there, and then I do a Java here, and then you see it tells me at first could not load the main class hello world.java. So it means your application can't run because there's no the entry point of the application is not existing within your code. So in every application that you write, there should be an entry point for your application to be executed. So it's very important for you to have the main method, and that's why we have it there. And if it's not there, you get what error we get once we don't do that. So that's ideally it. The very basic things you need to understand, say for example in Java. But I'll do more and more tutorials on the nitty gritties in Java, how you take the Java file into a .class file, and how it's like converted into bytecode up to where it's like executable, um, that any piece of software could run it. Yeah. Yeah, so that's ideally it. How we'd represent like various data types, like any other programming language, we have data types, and how we do like represent them, it's pretty easy. So we can represent numbers, we can also represent text. So I'm just like giving the generic name of the various data types, and then we see how. Um, and text could be also like a complete text, it could be a character. We also have like conditions, so booleans. Any other language has like a way of representing the booleans. And when you come to numbers, there's a way we do like whole numbers. So like in whole numbers we can say int is the way we represent. We can use int, we can use bytes, so we can say int num equals to say 40. And then we can also say int, uh, I can actually start the can say byte b equals to 10. We can also come to short is the like the follow, the one that comes after short, etc. So we also have like decimals. So decimal. So, but before here, we have what we call long. Long represents a very long number. Yeah. So for decimal numbers, we have the float. So we just like do a float and then you name it, uh, like that. Text as well, that means you're representing strings, you're representing characters. So we can have string, but there are concepts I've not talked about. This is just like an overview of how things happen. I've not talked about how variables work, I've not talked about how to declare and how to initialize them. So I'm just like doing an overview of how things work in Java. You can also represent car, and then you can just like call it a character. You can just do an A here, an A student, of course. For conditionals, we have the boolean. So you can just call it bool equals to true, true there, like that. You can also represent a false condition, boolean bool2 equals to false, and that's how ideally you'd represent various data types um, in Java. So I feel like I've not covered like everything, but like I said, this is the very basic introduction into what you'd expect in Java. There are also methods. So a piece of code that you'd use often in your application. Say for example, you want to have a method that you can call it to say hi. Say for example, it returns a string. So you can do like public. I just call it static for a reason. I'll explain. And then I say for example it's returning a string, or let me just call it void. That means it's not returning something, it's only outputting stuff. So I'll say print hello, like that. That's how we initialize or create a method in Java. And then out here I can have like a sysout. So just pass in here a sysout method. So anytime I need to output a hello world, a greeting, I want to calculate something, I just like call this method inside here. So